All right, in Good Deeds, you play Wesley Deeds, the film's protagonist who is living a life he's not completely happy with. What inspired you to write this role, and what were some of the challenges in portraying it?
What inspired me to write the role is I've been in reflection these last 2 years of just thinking how grateful I am that I'm living the life that I want to live. And I started to think how miserable I would be if I were in some sort of job or dead end job or doing things that people wanted me to do rather than what I wanted to do. So that's where the idea and the concept came from. And living the life that I live now, and also coming from where I came from, struggling, and I understood the Tandy's character very clearly, and I also understand Wesley. So it was a pretty easy write for me because I understand both sides of it. What was the second part of that question?
What were some of the challenges in playing the part?
I think the challenge in playing Wesley D was simplest for me is that I had nothing to hide behind. I had no costume. It's so much easier for me. Give me a costume, let me play old man, let me play Medea, give me something to hide behind. This guy's very close to who I am as a person, so to be that exposed wasn't very easy.
Got it. You've assembled another stellar ensemble for this movie, some of whom you've worked with before, like Tandy and Gabrielle and Brian and Felicia. What's it like working with them? Do you have a really comfortable rapport with them?
What's great about working with Tandy and Brian and Felicia and Gabrielle is that having worked with them before, it makes it a lot easier. When you come to work, you know exactly what you're getting, and they're all such professionals. They come and they bring everything they have and leave it there on the floor and on tape. So it all works well, and I'd love to work with them again. It's been just fantastic.
Fantastic. What about some of the newcomers like Eddie and Rebecca and Jamie?
Yeah, working with Eddie Cibrian and Rebecca Romaine, Jamie Kennedy, and Jordan little girl Jordan Thompson. It was fantastic because it gives me a different kind of challenge. It brings a different kind of energy in, and once you put all of these different energies in, you get this great melting pot of wonderfulness that turned up in the film.
Fantastic. San Francisco is a new location for you and your films. What inspired you to set the story there?
I wanted to do something different because we had been in Atlanta quite a bit, even though most of the film was shot in Atlanta at the studio and around town. I just wanted to open it up to a new world. I wanted to open my audience up to a new world, and San Francisco seemed very attractive. It's a very sexy and very incredible city.
Fantastic. Good Deeds is obviously, among many things, a story about the very relevant topic of class in America, which is more relevant now maybe than ever. What do you hope audiences will ultimately take from the film in terms of that message?
As far as if you think about class in Good Deeds and it's being about different classes, what I'm hoping that people will take away from the film more than that is about living your own life and just living your own freedom, just living your own truth. And life is short and you get one shot at it, so live it to the fullest and the best you can.
Fantastic. Recently, with movies like Red Tails and The Help, there's been sort of a really nice resurgence of African American roles for very distinguished actors. And in fact, if Viola and Octavia win on Sunday night, they'll be the first African Americans to win actress and supporting actress within the same year ever in the history of the Oscars. As a filmmaker who writes such rich roles, particularly for women, what do you feel this means for the future?
Well, what I'm hoping that having movies like The Help and Red Tails, what I'm hoping that this is why I was so in support of both The Help and Red Tails, and using my email and everything to try to help support both films, because it is so there are so many stories that can be told for us as African American people that are universal. I can only tell my stories in my lane, and I'm so excited that there are people telling. George Lucas is telling Red Tails, and DreamWorks is doing The Help. I'm excited that other people are telling the stories. So what I hope that this means is that people will recognize and understand that our stories are universal. Even if it is about history, it's not just Black history; it is American history.
Perfect. That's it.
Great.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you very much.